Hey guys, PrinceofMacedon here. I'm doing a live commentary free-for-all for Medieval 2 Total War, and this is a request. Doesn't mean I always take a request, but I always listen. Doesn't mean I always do it though. But anyways, I'm going to use the Timurids, and it's at 10,000 florins per faction. So I went with a heavy cav because I'm using this Timurid people. So I might deploy against this orange faction here. Yeah, I'm gonna come up this way. There we go. Bam. So lots of Mongol cav here. Then I got some dismounted heavy lancers. But I put some pretty heavy upgrades on my cav. But let me show you who else is here. Let's see. Telemmar commands the Moors. Lizzie 91 commands the Byzantines. Novgorod 5-hand commands Russia. So only the Russian player managed to spend all of his florins. Everyone else had some left over. So these are my dismounted heavy lancers. Look at these guys. Very sweet. There's my commander. I already forgot the names of these units, but we'll check once the battle starts. So yeah, it's a scored resolution. So we'll see what happens. I really need... I mean, I don't need to. I have to rely on my cav to carry the day here. Otherwise, I'm screwed. I don't see myself overcoming an opponent if he has a lot of pikes, because my cav will be impaled. My army here is kind of a one-trick army here. I was going to go with Nafatoons instead of these heavy foot units, but I wanted some kind of infantry base here. Who are we waiting for? Probably everybody still. Number 3, we're waiting for Novgorod. So, what's been up with me? Well, I got an adventure video up on my other channel. If you guys haven't seen it yet, please check it out. It's number 39, I believe. So I'm gonna come down on this guy. Oh, cursed restrict camera. So there's that's my first opponent, Telemmar. Next to him, he's got these. He's got a faction behind him. Someone said I can disable this from here. I don't think you can do that in a multiplayer battle, guys. Restrict camera mode. Let's try it. Oh my gosh, you can. I stand corrected. I didn't think you can unlock that in a multiplayer battle. Well, let's go show you the armies here. This is Telemmar's army. Lots of heavy cav there. How many? 4, maybe more. 5 and 6. He has 6 cav units. He's got some infantry here. They look almost like Eastern Knights or Middle Eastern Knights or something. And over here, we've got the Byzantines of Lizzie 91. See a lot of cav here. What do we got? These guys. You got some archers. Got some regular peasant archers too. Some Byzantine infantry. We got the cataphracts here. Those aren't cataphracts, are they? No, they're not. What are they? He's got a pretty good army, given the amount of florins that I had given everyone to spend. And then over here we have, this would be the Russian army of Novgorod. Of course he would pick the Russians. Probably has some light cav over here, I'm imagining. Yeah, they got some bows and arrows. He's pushing his infantry back. He's got a lot of low-grade infantry. Let's get back to my army over here. Here come the Moors. I'm like the wind. So yeah, I'm gonna cross over here. Up here so I could fight on even terrain. But wait a minute. Are the Byzantines coming this way too? Nope. He's not coming this way. Good. He's gonna go after these guys, the Russians. So we got two Eastern factions going against each other. Then we have an African and Asian faction. Oh shoot, he's coming right at me. That's pretty fast, actually. Attack the quickly, guys. Because if you don't, you're not going to be attacking the quickly. You got some camel spearmen over there. Well, spread out my infantry. I'm gonna get hacked like this. Oh, this is not a good battle, guys. I was too busy talking about the troop composition.
Our enemy is winning. We must change the course of this battle unless we want to sup on the bitter ashes of defeat.
Not the good. Let's pull some of my cav out of here. I have to get over to this side. And of course we're taking the weirdest route there. I just need these guys to hold their ground. And these guys are going the wrong way. What the heck? Oh, I'm getting creamed. This is not a good battle, guys.
Our brash warlord has been slain.
Oh gosh. It keeps getting better and better. Alright, note to self, man. Not bringing this kind of army again.
Our enemy is winning.
Yes, I know that. They've been winning.
Unless we want to sup on the bitter ashes, we must change the course of this battle unless we want to sup on the bitter ashes of defeat.
Alright guys, so I am now using footage from the replay. I just wanted to show you guys what happened. That big tragedy, how I got destroyed on this ridge here. I wasn't really watching the battlefield. I was all the way over here watching the Byzantines and Russians move into position. And I got distracted there. But yeah, we had a little chat exchange here because he started saying he got a really big head after he beat me right here. He started saying that, you know, for a minute there I thought you were the Prince of Macedon until you made that move on the hill. Well, you know, people make mistakes, especially when you're doing live commentary. Like, you guys have no idea how distracting it is when you're making commentary as you play. It's incredibly distracting. And yeah, not to mention I was using this really lame army to begin with. Like 3 infantry units and all those cav units. Yeah, that was more of a, what would you call, a gag army, I suppose. So anyways, I want to show you the battle between the Byzantines and the Russians. Because in the live commentary version, I was too busy, you know, having that little exchange with the other guy, Telemmar. So I got distracted during that exchange, and I missed this really awesome battle between Novgorod and Lizzie. So let's focus on this battle here, because this battle was quite beautiful, I gotta say.
I cannot believe my eyes. Our warriors have turned into old women and run from the enemy.
Really? Let me see if they turn into old women. Let's see. If that's an old woman, I might need a new video card because it doesn't look like an old woman to me. Alright, so, yeah. Anyways, I won't hold it against them. Like, my name is semi-popular. The thing is, I'm not very good at Medieval 2 Total War. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Like, that happens a lot. When I play Men of War, if I lose, people get a really big head. They're like, oh my gosh, I beat you. I thought you were good. You know, stuff like that. It's like, I play games for fun, and you know what? My only specialty is a Rome 1. I'm not very good at these other games, because I don't really put too much time into it. For example, Medieval 2 Total War, I've had this game for years, and I've only played, I don't know, barely 100 battles online. That's how very little I played this game. So anyways, all is forgiven. It happens. So Lizzie is charging after Novgorod's Dvor Cav, which are light cav. They're skirmishing cav, see that? They want to run away from these guys. They don't want to stay and face this charge of the Byzantine cataphracts. And now I can see they are cataphracts. Did I just forget what they look like? I think I did. And again, that's inexperience on my part on this game. Granted, I shouldn't have made a mistake like that, but yeah, when I do live commentary, that does happen. You know, mistakes like that. So this guy's still chasing after Novgorod's skirmishers, and he's gonna give up here because he's just losing troops here. Like, cataphracts are great in a melee, but not chasing after skirmishers. So, meanwhile, while all that skirmishing was going on, Lizzie put his army, sorry, Novgorod put his army on top of this piece of terrain over here. So he has got a lot of woodsmen and spearmen, and some dismounted Dvor. I don't know how you pronounce that. And he's got some Drozina heavy cav. Yeah, a lot of times when I see these request factions, I'll jump on immediately. And here I was in the mood for a fun battle, so I just took whatever army. I wanted to bring a lot of cav. And yeah, wasn't the greatest army. In fact, it was kind of a horrible army. Very one-dimensional army. Easily defeated by a balanced army, like what these guys brought. Yeah, you guys seen my battles before. Like in Medieval 2, I almost always bring a balanced army. Like even an archer, you know, like a foot archer slash cav army is, you know, it's a lot more balanced than what I brought. Mine was just a rush army with barely any infantry in it. So, yeah. Anyways, these Trebizond, that's what it's called, Trebizond archers. They are forming up over here. And the Russians are moving up here for even better positioning here. He wants to get closer to the flank of the Byzantines. So he's using this terrain quite well, see that? And I guess they're just too far from all my troops, so I can't see their flags anymore. Which is fine. It makes it look more realistic. Yeah, my army is already dead at this point, so I'm not even looking at that army. It's a very good use of terrain over here. And this map, I believe, was, I want to say Winter War. I probably should have put it on winter settings, but this looks pretty cool though. I like it. You got all this terrain differential. Pretty sweet. So we got some archer fire over here. All these Trebizonds are shooting down at these Dvor Cav, and this guy's going to counter-charge with his cataphracts here. He wants to protect his archer base. See these archers right here? They're virtually unprotected from here to this cataphract line. But yeah, luckily Lizzie was able to intercept these Russian cav before they got to the archer line. So the Byzantine cav is here to the rescue. Meanwhile, the Russian infantry is still up here. They're getting some really good shots with these dismounted dudes here. I'm just gonna call them dudes from now on, but I can't pronounce Dvor. Lizzie's cataphracts are coming in, but there's only 31 units versus all these guys over here. Even spearmen are coming in to assist the archer, so this isolated cataphract charge isn't going to last too long. Here comes another cataphract charge. But this guy moved his Druzina in on time to intercept, protect his archer base. Here comes some more cataphracts. Meanwhile, Novgorod's own cav is coming in from the other side over here. They're going to shower these Byzantines with all their missiles. So it's a really sweet tactical battle between these two. So I wish I put up more of a, a better fight and brought a better army, because yeah, I gave that other guy, what's his face, some really easy kills there. Like, I felt really bad for these two guys who are playing this really hard fought battle. So, oh, who was that? Was that the Byzantine commander that went down? I saw Byzantine cav, so I'm gonna assume it was a Byzantine commander. So these spears are knocking down these cataphracts here. Yeah, this is not the kind of fight cataphracts want to be in. So pretty intense stuff. Here comes the Byzantine Varangian guard now. These guys are gonna clean house, or at least it seems like it. So he sees this superior Byzantine infantry coming. So he's gonna go back to his hill over here with his spears and woodsmen. Meanwhile, the dismounted Russian archers are taking shots at these Varangians. They seem to be doing some pretty good damage over here. At this point, it's the point of no return right now. The Byzantines have to go up, otherwise they're gonna get shot to death, or they can retreat. So they choose to go uphill. So pretty intense stuff over here. There's some more cataphracts. They're gonna try to charge these, oh no, sorry. What are they doing? Oh, were they trying to charge these guys? These Druzina who are routing? Nope, he's gonna go in for a different target apparently. Probably wants to go around this line and clear these archers perhaps? Let's see. Nope. He's going for these guys who I didn't even see. They broke. Had the battle been over, he could have chased that unit, but battle's still going on, and he needs this cataphract unit to go after these archers. But yeah, the Russians have a very sweet position, even though their infantry is inferior. Not to mention all these archers back here. Alright, so now he finally got his cataphracts around, but there's only, what, 3 units? That's probably not enough to knock down these archers, who seem to have some pretty good armor on them, and they seem to be pretty heavily upgraded. And plus, this guy brought his woodsmen back. So you're not going to get past all this with just 3 cataphracts. Oh, sorry, those spearmen are routing, actually. My bad. But still, these archers by themselves are enough to hold their ground against 2 cataphracts? 1? None? Very good stuff, though.
Only half the enemy force remains between us and victory.
You mean us? Me, as in my army that's not even on the battlefield anymore? Alright, woodsmen and spearmen are coming. They're exhausted. But they are rushing up this hill. Look at these Varangian guards fighting like lions. I love that. Yeah, I always love the Byzantines first in this time period. Like, for me, it's all about the actual history. Like, I don't care how the actual faction is. Like, I'm gonna pick, I'm always gonna pick the Macedonians whenever they're available. That's because of my historical love for ancient Macedon. From medieval times, yeah, the Byzantines first. I also like the Teutonic Order and the Mongols under Genghis Khan. Actually, even under Kublai Khan, and there's actually a lot of them, but mainly Genghis Khan. He's like the poster boy of the Mongols. But you can see the situation here. You got some Burdish axemen who I didn't even point out until now. Where are they at? There they are. All these missiles just like swarming everything. Yeah, but it looks like the Russians are really using their terrain really well. And I don't blame him. I mean, he's fighting against superior infantry. And he is using a skirmish army, so he needs to stall the melee battle for as long as possible so that his archers can make a difference. Otherwise, there's no point in bringing a skirmish army. So, you know, I heavily endorse the tactics of Novgorod here. Yeah, the only person in this battle who dropped the ball was me, because, yeah, I played poorly on every conceivable front. One, I wasn't paying attention. Two, I brought a really bad army. And yeah, very disappointed in myself. Varangian Guard. Oh, I think I called these guys Byzantine infantry earlier. Well, I mean, technically they are Byzantine infantry, but their specific name are Varangian Guard. Not the quote-unquote Byzantine infantry that are actually named as such under the unit details.
The enemy warlord lies dead. Now his men can sense
Oh,
their doom upon
so I guess that was the Byzantine commander. So I guess earlier it was the Russian commander who went down. Like, every troop here is exhausted. They've been doing all this maneuvering, so they are totally exhausted. These are just the archers. They're going to come up here and do battle with the dismounted Devors. Wait, I said I wouldn't say that name anymore. The dismounted dudes. And look, for archers, they're really heavily armored. They even have axes on them. So, it looks like, yeah, the Russians held their ground in this fight. I can't really see the routing flags. I can just see which units are routing. So it's kind of hard to look at every single unit here. But yeah, it looks like the Russians managed to stay on this battlefield. But yeah, because I screwed up my battle, that means this other guy, Telemmar, he has this pretty much untouched army. But that just fought so poorly against him. So he's going to do the noble thing. He's going to admit defeat. But everyone's going to admit defeat at this point. So let's fast forward this. So you can get right to the results here. But everyone just admits defeat. Pretty much here. He's going to move a little bit. But yeah, you can see I barely did anything to his army. There you go. He admits defeat, and so does the other guy. So I'm going to fast forward this to the end. But yeah, I want to take this time to say good game to everybody in this fight. And yeah, if you see me online, yeah, I'm just there to have a good time, guys. Like, even though I'm not good at this game, I'm still going to play it. And yeah, I do make mistakes sometimes, especially when I'm doing live commentary. That's pretty cool. I wish you could go inside this place. You know, like, maybe defend this little inside here. That'd be awesome. Alright, so fast forwarding. It's a long way away from the thing. From the borders over here. So we got these guys trying to get over across the thing. These are the Byzantine troops. Then we got these guys who just made it. Those are some Russian troops. Then we have Telemmar's army over here. But yeah, please watch my latest adventure video on my other channel, PrinceofMacedon X. It's adventure video number 39. That's where I go to this Greek American town. I mean, there's other people that live there too, other Americans, but this one has the distinction of having the highest percentage of Greek Americans, percentage-wise, in the United States. So I made a whole video about it, and I actually brought someone to hold the camera for me, so I didn't have to do it myself. So I'll put the link to that adventure video in the video description of this battle. But yeah, good game to everybody. And again, no hard feelings to anybody. Sometimes, you know, you get your adrenaline going and you say things that you don't actually mean. But yeah, look at that disaster. Look at that, 187 men. That is like, oh, that was garbage. But yeah. And yeah, especially good game to Novgorod. He kicked some serious butt there. He even just defeated my Byzantine faction, led by Lizzie91. Good job to Lizzie. Look at all those troops that Lizzie killed. That's quite a bit. But then again, Novgorod had a bigger army to begin with. So, but yeah, very good game. See you guys later.